This bottle, $30. Last one season. This tree, free. Last 200 years. Same active ingredient, same pest controlled. But here's what nobody tells you. This tree can replace expensive sprays for life. This tree has hospitalized children. 6 berries, poison control, 24 hours. They look 90% identical. The difference? 3 seconds. And even if you pick the right tree, one mixing mistake makes it useless. Oil beads up. Coverage fails. You waste time and blame Neem. I'm going to show you both. The 3-sign ID test that takes seconds, and the emulsifying step 90% of people skip. Confirm first. Mix second. Spray smart. In the next 9 minutes, how to identify it safely, mix it correctly, and when to switch tools completely. 1857, British India, monsoon season. A malaria crisis was killing 40% of British troops in military camps. 40%. The mystery? Indian soldiers in the same camps, healthy. British soldiers, dying. British doctors noticed something strange. Every morning, Indian soldiers did this. They chewed neem twigs. When you chew it, it tastes bitter, almost medicinal. The fibers separate. They burned neem leaves at night, drank neem tea daily. The British dismissed it as superstition, local medicine, not real medicine, until the death rate forced them to pay attention. By 1860, British medical journals documented it as effective. They planted neem trees at every military camp. Malaria rates dropped 60%, from 40% mortality to 16%. Not a cure. Prophylaxis. Prevention. Exactly as Indian tradition claimed for thousands of years. 2022. Scientists analyzed those colonial records. They found compounds in neem, limonoids, create an environment hostile to malaria parasites. Mosquitoes avoid blood that tastes like neem. You become less attractive to them. 1860. British doctors. 2022 scientists. Same conclusion. Ancient observation. Modern validation. Now here's the mechanism that makes it work on pests. Now the science. But no chemistry lecture. Just the one thing you need to understand. Neem is a pressure tool, not a knockout punch. Think of it like this. Insects need a hormone called ecdysone to grow. That's their key. Neem produces Azadirachtin, a fake key. The fake key blocks the real key. Insects can't molt. They can't grow. They can't reproduce. Eventually they die. But here's the brilliant part. Mammals, us, don't have ecdysone receptors. The fake key doesn't fit our locks. So it's lethal to insects, harmless to humans, and most beneficial insects when used correctly. When you crush a fresh neem leaf between your fingers, you smell it immediately. Bitter, slightly garlicky, almost medicinal. That smell? That's Azadirachtin and limonoids, the fake key. EPA and university extension guides describe neem as reducing feeding and disrupting development. Mayo Clinic studies show it targets harmful pathogens while preserving beneficial bacteria. It doesn't work in minutes like harsh chemicals. It works over days. Less feeding damage, slower reproduction, fewer new pests on new growth. Think of it like cutting a supply line instead of bombing the base. Quieter, steadier, better for the life you want to keep. One tree covers 37 acres for 200 years. EPA called it the most sustainable pesticide source on Earth. This is the most important section. Do not skip this. Neem can be confused with Chinaberry, a related tree. There have been poison reports tied to Chinaberry fruit, especially in children. We do not taste test, we do not guess. We confirm using 3 signs. Tier 1, from a distance. Flower color. Neem flowers are small, white to cream in clusters, often sweet-scented, like honey. Chinaberry flowers are lilac to purple. Rule number 1, purple flowers are a stop sign. Do not touch. Do not use. Tier 2, up close. Leaf structure. Neem leaves are once compound, like a feather. Leaflets along a single central stem, usually glossy. Chinaberry leaves are twice or 3 times compound, like a fern. Highly divided, lacy, often hairy. Rule number 2. If it looks like a fern, fern-like, lacy, highly divided, it's likely Chinaberry. Do not use. Tier 3. In your hands. Seed count. This requires caution. Wear gloves. Do not touch your face. Keep away from children and pets. Neem fruit ripens yellow. Cut it carefully. Neem typically has 1 seed, sometimes 2. Large white seeds. Chinaberry fruit can have 3 to 5 small seeds. Rule number 3. 3 or more seeds is a red flag. Wash hands immediately. Dispose carefully. If you can confirm 2 out of 3 checks, flowers, leaves, seeds, you can proceed. Cannot confirm 2. 3 options. Take clear photos to your local nursery. Contact your agricultural extension office, or use store-bought neem with verified sourcing. When in doubt, verify with a local expert. Do not force a conclusion. And one more safety note. Do not collect plant material from roadsides, sprayed areas, or anywhere you cannot verify the tree's history. Now you can identify safely. Next, the mixing mistake that wastes your time. Now, how to use it. This is where most people fail. Neem works best on soft-bodied pests, aphids, whiteflies, thrips, spider mites, especially when you start early. But for heavy caterpillar damage, hard-shelled scale, or severe infestations, neem alone is often not enough. You may need pruning, physical removal, or a different tool. 2 paths. Path 1. Store-bought neem product. Follow the label exactly. Pay attention to water and pollinator warnings. Path 2. Home mix. And here's the mistake. People skip emulsifying. Watch what happens. Water plus oil, shake, spray. See this? The oil beads up. Random coverage. Pests laugh at you. Neem gets blamed for failing. Now watch. Water first. Then a small amount of mild soap, 1 to 2 teaspoons per gallon. This is your emulsifier. Then neem oil, 1 to 2 tablespoons per gallon. The soap surrounds the oil. It stays suspended. Shake as you spray. See the difference? Even sheen. Full coverage. That's how neem actually works. Start at the low end if you're new. You can always increase later. Now, 5 rules that decide your results. Rule 1. Spray the undersides of leaves. Most pests hide here. Most people miss it. That's why they see 0 results. Flip the leaf. Spray thoroughly. Rule 2. Spray in cool hours, early morning or evening, not in harsh midday sun. Heat plus oil can stress leaves. And if your plant is already heat-stressed or freshly transplanted, skip neem that day. Fix the stress first, then treat pests. Rule 3. Test on 1 plant first. Wait 24 hours. If the plant looks stressed, leaf curl, discoloration, dilute more next time. Rule 4. Protect pollinators. Avoid spraying open blooms when bees are active. If you must treat a flowering plant, aim at foliage only. Spray when bees are not out, dawn or dusk, and keep it off the flowers. Rule 5. Prevent runoff. Your garden connects to everything downhill. Don't let neem wash into ponds, streams, or storm drains. Spot spray, don't drench. For timing, think in cycles. Neem works best with repeat applications, every 7 to 10 days during active pest pressure. Pair it with simple steps. Remove heavily infested leaves. Rinse with water when appropriate. Improve airflow by spacing plants. The combination turns neem into results. Not neem alone. Here's your test after the first application. Watch your newest leaves over the next 3 to 5 days. You want to see less fresh damage, fewer new pests, slower rebound. If damage keeps accelerating, you either sprayed the wrong spot, sprayed at the wrong time, didn't emulsify correctly, or neem isn't the right tool for that level of infestation. That's the complete system. Emulsify correctly, spray undersides, use cool hours, protect pollinators and water. Repeat every 7 to 10 days. Simple, repeatable, effective. But even when you know how to use it, there's one final piece: how to grow your own supply. Now, the lazy secret. And I mean lazy in the best possible way. Do less, but do the right things. If you want to grow neem from seed, here's what matters most: freshness. Neem seed viability drops fast. If a seed has been sitting for weeks, stored improperly, or shipped for a long time, expect lower success rates. That's not failure. That's biology. Plant as soon as you can after harvest. If buying seeds, ask when they were harvested. Here's a fast viability test. Drop seeds in water. Sinkers are likely viable. Floaters are probably dead or empty. Simple, no guessing. For planting, well-drained soil. That's the #1 requirement. Neem hates waterlogged roots. Plant 1 to 2 centimeters deep. Water lightly. Then, and this is the lazy part, do almost nothing. Once established, neem handles dry periods better than most trees. So don't overwater. Water only when the soil is dry. Then let it dry again before watering. No fertilizer needed. Seriously. Neem mines its own nutrients from deep soil. Fertilizer can actually make it dependent and weaker. Give it partial shade for the first 2 months. After that, full sun. The less you fuss, the stronger it grows. Now, the warning you need to know. In some regions, Australia, parts of Africa, some US states, neem has been flagged as invasive or potentially invasive. Why? Birds eat the fruit. They fly. They drop seeds in their droppings. New neem trees appear where you didn't plant them. This doesn't mean neem is bad everywhere. It means you need to be responsible where you live. Before you plant, check your local invasive plant guidance. Some regions restrict planting, some don't. Know your area. If you do plant neem, 3 control habits keep it simple. 1. Plant in managed space, not near wild areas. In your yard, you control it. Near forests, birds control it. 2. Collect fallen fruit. Every 3 days during fruiting season. No fruit on the ground means no accidental spreading. 3. Remove unwanted shoots early. Neem can sucker from the base. Pull them when they're small. Takes seconds. That's it. 3 simple habits. You get free pest control for decades. Nature gets protection from spread. The real secret isn't magic. It's doing the right small things consistently. Fresh seeds. Well-drained soil. Don't overwater. And if you plant it, manage it responsibly. Let's bring it all together. Free tools work, but only when you use them right. You now have a 3-sign ID test. White flowers, simple leaves, 1 to 2 seeds. 2 out of 3 confirmed. You're safe to proceed. Purple flowers, fern-like leaves, 3+ seeds. That's Chinaberry. Don't touch it. You have the mixing method that actually works. Water first, soap second, oil third. Shake as you spray. Even coverage, not random beads. You have 5 rules for results. Spray undersides, use cool hours, test first. Protect pollinators and water, repeat every 7 to 10 days. And you know when neem is the right tool: soft-bodied pests, early intervention, patient approach, and when to switch tools for heavy infestations. The goal isn't to spray more. The goal is to reduce plant stress, catch problems early, and use targeted solutions when they actually help. But neem is just one plant in a much larger toolkit. Next video, I'm covering something that looks like ginger, but isn't. Ancient healers saved thousands of lives with it for 3,000 years. More effective than early antibiotics for certain conditions. But there's a 24-hour harvest window. Miss it, and what should heal can harm. Harvest at dawn? Medicinal? Harvest at noon? Potentially toxic? The window between healing and harm? One day. I'm revealing its identity, the timing chart traditional healers used, and the mistake that still sends people to hospitals. Hit subscribe. This is the most time-sensitive plant I'll ever cover. Miss the timing, and you miss the safety window. See you in the next chapter, the underground gold. Until then, confirm the tree, mix correctly, spray smart, protect the ecosystem around you. I'll see you in the next one.